welcome you inside Lumen Field on your standard rain-filled afternoon in Seattle, Washington. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And they'll send the slot in motion left. First play and a first pass for Murray. This one caught downfield. Before he's out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. And he'll be taken down at about the 45. You talk about this Seahawk defense. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
So prepping for this game, I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
Murray now. Open man here is Benson. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Murray going to try to throw on third down. That is caught. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 39. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him
Got straight into the goddamn workboard.
It's twice as difficult now to the sack at 2nd and 20. Shotgun now for Murray. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas.
Surgical with his mistake. And one and a dog, huh?
On third down, Benson. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. He finds his man, complete. It's Benson, and he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Here's Murray. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Higgins. A good display of power, but ultimately it gets him just inside the 5 to the 4 and no further. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. A handoff as they run the counter play. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Murray now, 3rd and goal. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. Also a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
Taken at the goal line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
The leading rusher among rookies a season ago. Here's Kenneth Walker. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Let's go now.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. The Seahawks at 2 and 3 here to begin the new season. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that nearly intercepted on his very first throw of the game. Fortunate there with 2nd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
7 Pirates.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it'll bring up 3rd down. You look at this Arizona defense. This crew against the pass, it's been a real struggle. 2nd from the bottom in the NFL, number 31.
Theories abound. People have opinions. But too often for this team this season, it's been the big play that's done them in.
should have been intercepted. Ends up falling incomplete.
Excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. He's got a full head of steam. And all the way down.
Search over with this bitch, Jake. And you want a dog?
Goes for 30 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Murray going to throw. Looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
There he goes, left side. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Nothing after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Okay, ready?
A quick throw out to Lockett. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Here's Walker. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. This guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
Again, Walker. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Dancing to his left. Fighting through pressure. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed right now just a second more. He couldn't complete the process of the catch to the jostling from the defender.
And this one...
You're sorry. It's a waste of my time. It's a waste of my time. It's a waste of time right here.
So first and 10 turns into 4.
You're so weak. You're a waste of my time.
That's a very disappointing sequence of events right there. And I, for one, would not want to be the kicker who has to run over to his head coach and explain that one.
Looking deep downfield. And this is dropped. And it falls incomplete.
This is a goddamn word coming out of college. Sometimes the concentration can wander a bit. This should have been a big play, but somehow he's not able to corral it.
Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. This pass complete to Higgins. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's only able to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now Murray. Able to find the open man. That's complete. He's going to have the first down and then some. And finally, down at the 36-yard line. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He finds his man, complete. It's Benson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Play action. Now it's Murray. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. Yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Throwing again, Murray steps away to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to knock it away, that's a pretty good end result. Not one you expected when the play began.
Now Murray, and that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. It's the fullback. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And they are
Everybody in that goddamn dressing room knows that I'm the best there is, the best there was, and the best there will be.
You're going to run the ball and go to that play action pass. You see the end result.
You don't like it, tough shit.
Is the play fake harder to defend for the defense near the goal line or no? Because there's not as much room to work with.
It is harder because down near the goal line, you're thinking much more of a running play, especially if people run out big formations. So it is harder to defend.
Here's Reek Woolen bringing it out of the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Being chased out left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Pressure comes.
You're rich too, motherfucker.
It was Justin Houston, the native of Statesboro, Georgia, with a sack. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Taking it about the 36. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive. And they both have specific outcomes. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better. Which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2nd and 10. Murray now to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Here's Murray. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He's got his man. It's there. His 6th touchdown of the
Everybody in that goddamn dressing room knows that I'm the best there is, the best there was, and the best there will be.
It's a concern, but the extra points are
You don't like it, tough shit.
17-0.
Matt Prater to kick off for Arizona.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Woolen will return it from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
Check smash, check smash.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He lets it fly for Lockett. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. Stopping with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Warrior 70.
Back to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
18 rattlers, 18 rattlers. Check, hurt, hurt.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's go now.
The Cards going nickel, an extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down.
Hurt, hurt. Right there, hurt.
They'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. End zone caught. Tyler Lockett, 32 yards. And the Seahawks get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in at the goal line. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with a 17-7 lead, maybe they're just looking to get into the locker room. First down, Murray. Over the middle, complete. That's Benson. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Play fake. Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt.
If you don't like it, tough shit.
Distance, but it's
This is a goddamn word for it.
So we
This is bullshit.
it's halftime. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Woolen will return it from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
Second and 5. They'll get that to Charbonnet. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And now third down and 6 to go.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
'70 Ranger. Ready.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he goes out right around the 39. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Liking 18. Let go.
Walker now at 1st and 10. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. Ready?
They go play action here on first down. Buying time to his left. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. It's a big play there for Seattle. 44 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Ready, ready.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Hello,
He tries to
motherfucker.
force it in, and it's intercepted.
Gotcha, bitch.
You're rinsed, too, motherfucker.
Through an opening, and there he goes. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line.
At the 2-yard line.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone.
Everybody in that goddamn dressing room knows that I'm the best there is, the best there was, and the best there will be.
Touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals
You don't like it? Tough shit.
on to their lead. Prater for the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Matt Prater to kick off for Arizona.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Woolen will return it from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
17-yard line.
Ready?
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback. Walker hit and the ball is out. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the
You're
other way.
rinsed, too, motherfucker.
Inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by
Everybody
Mike
into the
Williams.
goddamn word for it.
And the Seahawks are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Go check, go check.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The first catch of the ball game there for Metcalf, and a first down to boot. He'll drop to throw. He lets it fly for Lockett. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Cardinals are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. That's good for 28 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Now Murray off play action. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that is incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. The throw over the middle taken in. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Murray now on 1st down. Open man here is Benson. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you're talking about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack by the 29. Well, defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. This one from 46 yards out. And this is just outside the goddamn word.
It's disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss, because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Catch is made by Metcalf. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options.
Mustang 19.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready. Cup 19. 79 Broncos.
Back to throw here. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
Trap 60.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down.
Yo, Ritz, do, motherfucker.
5-yard line. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. Second and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
Hey, smash Broncos. Go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. From the gun, it's Walker. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 103 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Walker will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Rolling to his left. And this turns into a nice gain with a slice of in. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Play action. Now it's Murray. Out to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
Now a give, right side. Benson. And some room to work. Down the right sideline. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the
This is a
penalty
goddamn word for it. This is bullshit.
Don't hurt.
Slot man moves right. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Benson. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. On play action, it's Murray. And intercepted. Maybe the 20-point lead. Picked up by David Witherspoon. And the Seahawks are right back in this football game.
Intercepted. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Let's go now.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. They've got his man complete. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
7 Pirates, 19 Lions. Hey, check that, street.
They'll drop to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Oh, and that is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. He lets it fly for Lockett. And he's got it. Out of the end zone for the Seahawks.
Frustrated into the goddamn word point. This is bullshit.
Touchdown number 60. And the Seahawks have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Myers connects on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw
Gotcha, bitch.
high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
2nd down in the yard. The slot man in motion right. To throw, it's Murray. He finds his man, complete. It's Benson. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
Easy.
From the gun, Murray. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Murray's going to look to throw this thing. He finds his man, complete. That's Benson. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. Now Murray. He'll buy some time right.
You want surgical with this bitch, kid? And you want to jump, huh?
Down the sideline he goes. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals use the big
Everybody in that goddamn dressing room knows that I'm the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. If you don't like it,
And
cut
his
shit.
guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Cardinals 31, Seahawks 21. Matt Prater
After the
to kick off
touchdown,
the
out is Prater to kick.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
This is first and 10.
19 tight. 19 tight. Street. Street.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Dancing to his left. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Gotcha, bitch.
He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts
Here we go. Strike.
as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
Panther Street. Panther Street.
Looking to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man complete. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Here's first and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Yeah, good coverage there in the end zone, and it's been like that all game long. And now, down 2 scores, I imagine they'll try again, but it'll just be for posterity's sake.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone, and that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. A higher score.